run, unprotected in this world. Is she loved? Is she treasured? Is she heard? Oh, black woman, are you wanted in this world? Oh, black woman, are you valued in this world? They try to look you over like they don't care. They say they want your body, but not your hair. Oh, they tell you change your nose.
And yo, this is the Good Drugs Podcast, Pod Chat. I am Dr. Diamond Key. This is brought to you by the Good Drugs and the Good Drugs Network, nigga. But yeah, but appreciate you for tuning in and shit. You know, dog, you know how we rocking, bro. Before we even go even further, bro, go ahead and get your blunt, your bong, your paper, your edibles, your whatever, bro. Get all that good shit, bro. Your THCs, roll it, light it. You know what to do, dog. Where my shit at? Good drugs, nigga. And we are black in this bitch. And yeah, this is episode 138. I don't know if I said that, but it is episode 138. But yeah, that's about it. So no more pennies are being made, dog. No more pennies. No more pennies being made. Let me just dive into the history of pennies, and then we'll figure out why the fuck these motherfuckers ain't being made no more. So the U.S. penny, officially known as the 1 cent piece, was first minted in 1793 and has undergone several design changes over the years. Initially made from pure copper, the penny's composition shifted to copper-plated zinc in 1982, and it was recently announced that production will cease in 2026 this year, although it will remain a legal tender. So we can still spend that bitch, but they ain't making him no more. So in the 2010s, the price of metal used to make the penny rose to 2 cents per coin to make. With pennies still being worth 1 cent, this causes significant problem. Fast forward to today, the penny lost essentially all of its purchasing power, making it not smart to keep making them at this point, I think. So yeah, no more pennies being made, if anybody was wondering and was trying to blame, you know, the president or whatever the case may be, because, you know, he is the reason for all what's going wrong in the world today. But the penny, can't put that on him. You can't put the penny on him. It just lost its purchasing power because they're making it, and literally not making any money by making money. Crazy. And we are black in this bitch. Still in this bitch. So moving on, a little bit more serious of a note. Because I was hoping that like the penny shit was gonna lead me down a rabbit hole, and I was gonna find some like amazing shit about the penny, but like the $2 bill type situation. But the penny didn't do that. It's just it is smart to not stop making that bitch. We should stop making pennies at this point. All right, so moving on though. So the government makes nursing no longer a professional degree. I seen this one was ruffling feathers and a lot of people's feathers. I mean, you know, I don't know why. I don't know why it wouldn't be a professional degree, but here we go. Let's find out. So before the 1870s, women working as nurses weren't that well trained in medicine. Let me give you a little history lesson on the history lessons. I like to talk about a topic, but I like to find out the history of it leading up to today, and maybe we can connect the dots to figure out the why of today. So here we go. So before the 1870s, women working as nurses weren't that well trained in medicine, being that they weren't working in hospitals. They were just taking care of family members. It became a profession in the 19th century, and in the 1880s, it became in high demand. At the request of physicians and after nursing school, nurses would be assigned to home care for patients. Fast forward into the Civil War, the United States Sanitary Commission handled most of the nursing care for soldiers. So that's the organization, the United States Sanitary Commission. Dorothea Dix convinced the services of allowing women to become medical aid for soldiers. They assisted surgeons during procedures, administered medicines, supervised the feedings of patients, and even clean bedding and clothes. They gave good cheer, wrote letters to patients, and comforted the dying. So they actually had, and they actually had a black and a white hospitals back then. This time, so like the North and the South, Civil War. Yeah, I think Civil War, World War, whatever I just said, 1870. Yeah, Civil War, during the Civil War. Yeah, so moving on, my fault. So the South hospitals tended to be much more poor than the North hospitals, with limited beds, rooms, and supplies. The Nurse Training Act of 1964 transformed the education of nursing, moving the local from hospitals to universities and community colleges. There was a sharp increase in the number of nurses. Not only did the supply increase, but more women remained in the profession after marrying. Salaries increased, as did specialization and the growth of administrative roles for nursing in both the academic and hospital environments. So, so with that, boom, a big old boom comes from 1965 to 1988. A surge of 70,000 trained nurses immigrated to the U.S. for jobs that paid much more, that paid much better than those in their home countries. Most were from Asia. The Philippines had strong connections with American nursing since 1898, and after World War II, adopted a national policy to train and export highly skilled nurses across the globe to bolster the Philippine economy. So yeah, the boom, of course, gonna come from other countries and shit. So this just dates back that and shows that dating back to forever the fuck. Other races of people and shit been able to benefit in the U.S. off of this shit. So boom. So the education department will not consider nursing as a professional degree program, which can weaken funding for students. So this is where we get to the nitty gritty of it, guys. You got to follow the money. Which can weaken funding for students wanting to enter the healthcare field. Under the new rules, graduate students can borrow up to $20,500 a year, and professional students can borrow up to $50,000 a year. Starting July 1st, 2026, the law will also end Grad Plus loans, the program many students have relied on to cover education costs not covered by other financial aid. Nursing was explicitly included in the federal government's regulatory definition of a professional degree was not explicitly included, as a professional degree established in 1965. The regulation lists several fields such as law, medicine, and veterinary medicine, notes that the definition is not limited to the examples provided. That phrasing has left it unclear whether nursing was ever meant to fall under the category. The term professional degree helps determine student loan eligibility and repayment terms, and nursing omission from the original list is shaping how some borrowers are classified today. The U.S. Department of Education is now saying nursing was never meant to be included. So boom, we finally get to the end. See, this is why I do the history thing, guys, because sometimes shit don't make sense, and then you go back into history and you're like, oh, boom, so they fought for this shit to even get recognized as, because it was a need. Obviously they needed it. So when it starts helping the economy and everybody's happy. But soon as, too many of the wrong people start getting this type of degree, which in my opinion probably would happen, because as you can see, we're fine with all the Asian community, the Philippines, which is cool. But now there's been a huge surge in black nurses, So yeah, it's just something to think about. Definitely think about. This was a good episode. This is episode 138. The Good Drugs. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me. All that good shit that niggas be saying. Most importantly though, y'all niggas stay up, be safe, stay dangerous. Good drugs.
Late night niggas at the Shell D. Bird out gang signs to the pale base. Big guns, long clips, and they well greased. Black woman on my $20 bill crease. Headshot man down in the bill, sheesh. Enemies, MCs, and get switch chase. Double back 10 minutes, made a big scene. Bullets start flying by, nigga, that's a sick breeze. While I'm here, take a pic, please. Legends die young, rest in peace, Prince and Pimp C. From the block to the big leagues. Self-made millionaire, white American, pimp me. Don't tell me that it's scared day. Don't tell me that I'm tripping, only listen to my instincts. Step back for the increase. Hustle ain't got it mapped out, go to film.